that's how you make banana ice cream out of frozen bananas. That's all you do. You just whiz them up. Although this could definitely do with more frozen. Still tastes good though. Hello, how are you? Daily Vlogs 10. I told you these things might start getting weird. I'm just going to eat banana ice cream instead. You're going to watch me. 10 minutes of this. Oh yeah. Sadness. That's what the topic was. Feeling sad and what to do about it. So basically, I think I've kept on saying that I've been doing lots of kind of inner work and self-work and stuff this year, and becoming aware of lots of things, and everything in life seems to be kind of almost coming to this juncture, this point where it feels like for me to go on to the next stage of life, and to just get going in certain respects in a way that I want. It means I'm having to let go of some things and some fears and some just stuff from my past, I guess. And my past is something I never really think about. I'm always future orientated all the time. Move to the future, move to the future. But what I've had to realise is there's some things that obviously I've been carrying around. And I don't really know why or what, but it's with a deepening kind of emotional intelligence, I guess you could say. I've realised that I have some things, and everyone does, but I've realised that I've got some sadness inside. It literally does feel like a burden and a weight, and the longer I go on without not necessarily facing it, but just admitting to myself that it's there, the heavier it starts to feel. And this is a topic that I think is, I guess, important for anyone, but something that I think especially for men, because it's, the whole talking about feelings and dealing with feelings, and oh my god, feelings, those things are icky. I don't. It's kind of like, when you're young, it's like boys and thinking that girls have cooties. It's like, oh, girls are gross. Ew, I never want a girlfriend. Oh no, I don't want to touch her. She's got cooties, and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of how guys react to feelings. Oh, feelings! No! Drink beer! Do something manly! Just smash through it! Man up, you puss! No, feelings, no. But men have lots of feelings, it's funny. Of course they do. So, sadness. For a long time I thought I had a lot of anger in me, and I did, and I actually did something recently that allowed me to work through that, and it was a great relief. But the funny thing you usually discover is anger is always covering up pain, and a lot of people actually deal with their pain through anger, and you can see this playing out in the wider world all the time. I mean, it gets magnified. The human condition always gets magnified, and the problems we see in the world are usually the result of that. But for an individual, usually someone gets pain, feels pain, and as a defense mechanism they get angry, they get protective, and it could be years and years since the events happened that caused them pain, and they're just this big angry mess, and they're just like, I'm angry, the people, it's just like they're just on edge all the time, and they're just ready to explode, and you're like, my god, that person's so angry. I had a boss like this, and he was, almost like psychopathically angry, and everyone was walking on eggshells around him, because he could pick up on one thing that he didn't like, and he would go into this rage. He would throw things at people. You were like scared that he could almost inflict physical violence on you if you pissed him off. He swore like an absolute freight train. He's a pretty intimidating character. Yet there was this one time where, after him having too many drinks, I saw a completely different side to him, and he just broke down in tears and like sobbing, like I don't think I've ever seen a man cry before. Well, I have since, but this was a while ago now, and I remember being really shocked by it and being like, whoa. And it just proves to you that you sometimes, under the most kind of intimidating shells or personas that people carry, it's just because they're carrying a shitload of pain. Because no one who is actually feeling good and joyful and happy and you know, light inside, they're not going to be angry at people. There's just not. You just don't. It's like impossible. So yeah, sadness. I feel like, you know, I keep on talking about wanting to maybe break free from the kind of personality that I think I've built up for myself, a personality that has worked well in terms of getting me around the world and being a nice, pleasant chap and things. And it's great, and a lot of it is, you know, I'm feeling like I'm being myself pretty well at the moment. But I know for sure that I've definitely locked down my more exuberant side and my more silly side since being a kid, and I've been thinking about it a lot recently and going, you know, through my childhood, and I've picked up on a few things that I think definitely led towards that, why that happened. So I'm coming to the realization that probably triggered it, and then that has caused pain to slowly build up over time, as when I've had situations, especially when I was younger, you know, going through high school and stuff, where I wanted to let that energy out, but I suppressed it instead to play it safe. Your subconscious mind and your body, you can't trick it, and it knows that you're suppressing that emotion or that energy, and it stores it away and it locks it, and over a long time that can manifest as sadness or whatever. And I'm just coming to the realization that I've reached a point in my life now where I want to allow that to just work its way out, and to not fight it, and to not hide it, and to not distract myself any longer, so I don't end up, you know, some 40, 50-year-old man down the line having one of those midlife crises because they've just gone so far away from who they wanted to be or who they really are. You know, I don't want that to happen. So yeah, take some vulnerability, take some authenticity, and you know, even I guess to make a video like this. But I hope, because I see it happening, that more people are starting to realize that there's nothing cool about hiding your pain, and there's nothing cool about trying to just move through things too fast, because, you know, it's why bother looking at these types of things, especially in Western society, where it's almost like if we just keep working and keep our heads down hard enough, and we as long as we're just being productive people, all of this stuff that exists and lives under the surface is just going to disappear. You know, it's like if I just keep working hard, if I just keep on distracting myself. I read an article today, tangent alert, I read an article today from Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer, and there was this article about how he was saying that he used his training and his desire to, you know, become an Olympian and to be the best as a means to distract himself from his own personal kind of demons and mental issues and emotional problems that he had within himself. And it's just another example of how sometimes we treat our emotions. We're just like, just ignore them and just do something else long enough and they'll go away. But they don't. So if there's any message to take from this video, I'm just saying, if you want to really be happy and you want to feel joy, it's just like in the Pixar film Inside Out. You have to listen to your sadness, and you have to allow it to just give it some space and allow it to come out however it wants to come out. You know, that might be feeling down, might even be crying. You know, sometimes you have to cry. It's like your body has to literally release that energy, and obviously find a safe place to do it and find trusted people. Luckily for me, I found trusted people and safe places to be able to work through this stuff, and it's fantastic. It's really important, guys. It's very important, and I think it's something that has to come before trying to put on that happy face. You know, allow yourself to feel the sadness or whatever it is that you think you might have in your life, and then it will really open up that direction or that path or whatever it is that you want to really be doing with your life. And that's how I'm going to do it. That's what I'm trying to do anyway, and talking from experience after trying to do the opposite for too long. Alright, there we go. Vlog 10, over and out. I'm going to finish my completely melted liquidy ice cream now and enjoy that.